Hi guys, so how are we doing? Hope we slept well. So I quickly want to show us how to cut the basic gown. A quick one. What we have to do first is to cut it out of the paper. Okay, so we cut it out. So this part you will have to fold it first before cutting. Remember this part I talked about, this folded part. So you have to fold it before cutting the armhole. Okay, so that you don't miss it. So I'm done cutting the pattern out. So after cutting the pattern out in this way, you fold your material on fold because we are cutting the front first. So this is my material like this. Like so, place it, fold it on a folded edge here because we are cutting the front first. Okay, make sure that the center front is on fold and on the wrong side of the material. Once you folded your material in this manner, in this form, the next thing you have to do, get your pattern, okay, place it now at the edge of the fabric. Now make sure you have enough allowance for your sewing allowance. So I'll just adjust this because it helps when you know how to manage your material. Okay, like so, because the front is cut on full, and see all the way down to the edge. The same thing here to the beginning. Now remember that this is just the basic neckline. If you remember from my previous video, I didn't add my neckline to this. So what I'll do now, I'm going to cut my neckline, and I want my neckline to be a V neckline. The back and front will be V. Okay, so how do you achieve that? Do this. Take your pin it down so that it won't shift when you are cutting your neckline. Pin this down and then get your neckline done. Now for me, from this point here, I'll measure in on my shoulder. On my shoulder here, I have 4/2/8. I don't know if you can see that. On my shoulder here, I have 4/2/8. 4. I don't know what how it's looking like, but it's just 1, 2, 3, 4/2/8, which is what is on my shoulder here. So I'll minus 4/2/8. I'll minus 1 inch away from the neckline because I don't want my neckline too wide. You can take as much as you can if that it need be for you. So you can see I'm taking just 1 inch. Once that is done, take your ruler, and then the depth of your neckline depends on you. Remember, this is my armhole line and this is the shoulder to bust point. But if you're taking it to the shoulder to bust, know that it's going to be somewhere around here. But I don't want my low. I don't want it too low. I just want it around my chest area. So let me stop at the armhole here, or better still, yes, at the armhole. I don't want it too low. So like so. So note I'm using this neckline for my front neckline and back neckline. That being said, as I'm cutting the front now, what I'll do is fold this in. I don't want to cut it out. You can cut yours out because we are using both for the front and back. That's it. So place this here, unfold, pick your pin round. Pinning is essential when it comes to the making of this video. You have to make sure that this aligns and then pin down. Once you pin down everything down this flat, the next thing is to add our sewing allowance. Note, I've added my 2 inches here already, so nothing will be added here. The only part I'll be adding my sewing allowance is the neckline, the shoulder, armhole, and the side, all the way down. So let's do that. Now on the neck area here, you mark on 1/2 inch. From here to here half. The armhole as well going to be 1/2 inch. I already know my 1/2 inch, so I don't have to start using but when measuring yours, please make sure it's 1/2 inch. I don't want to start doing all that. Then note that the side here is 1 inch. Time to cut. Hope you can see. You cut from the shoulder. So remember to transfer. Once you've done cutting this, remember to transfer your dart. I've taught you how to transfer your dart, so I'll just show you on this one on how to transfer the bust dart quickly. Use your pins, pierce here like so. Make sure the pin comes out. Now these 2 points as well, here and here. Take your pin and pierce through it. This is how you transfer your dart, quick and easy. Now this point as well, here. And then remember we have our dart here. Take your pin and then pierce here, pierce it here. So let's transfer the dart very quick and easy. So turn this around in this form like so. We have the pins here. Just take your ruler, connect from one point to the other like so. Use a chalk that will be so visible for you to see. I have so many chalks, you can see that. And you do the same here. So I've chalked the waist dart. Now for the bust dart, what do you do first? Open this point here and then put a notch. This is a notch. Use your chalk to take it out. It's a bit of notch so that you know where you are transferring to. It's what we call notch. A notch. Now we have the notches here and here. All you need to do now is just extend from this point where you have your pin. This is the pin, just extend it out. Okay, you can see I've transferred the dart. Now on the front area, you do the same. Just unpin your the pattern. Note you still have these ones here, so you have to be careful when you are doing this so that you don't take the pin off. Okay, so use your hand to hold it. Careful so you don't tear your paper. Very careful with this part. Pins are there, and then the pins are here. Okay, so now we have this out. Now you repeat the same thing with your roller at the front part. Right, so we have the bust dart and the waist dart on both sides. So time to cut the back side of pattern. So for the back, I'm done cutting the front, so this is the back pattern. Note I'm still using the V-neck to cut my back line, so I have nothing to do with the neckline anymore. The only thing I have here for the back is not cut added close to the edge, and the back is not cut on fold. Only the front was cut on fold, but the back is not cut on fold. All right, so what do we do next here? Since I have placed this on my material, you leave like 1.5 inches away from the folded edge. It's still folded, but you move in. And then this part, remember the zip area, this part of the zip here that we moved in by 1 inch, you will notch through it. Now you will notch it on the half length back line. That's my here on the half length back. This is this line you're notching. Take your scissors and then cut through to that 1 inch. All right, stopping at the zip line here, and then fold it in like so. Now this is to give the back side of your pattern a shape, to allow hair fit well at the back side of your body. So that being said, the next thing you do now is to add your sewing allowance as well. Here will be 1 inch, which is the zip allowance, always 1 inch. The neckline, of course, half, shoulder half, armhole half. This is the only part you're adding your 1 inch. So I'll do it now and get back to you. So guys, I'm done cutting the back. So if you see the back, okay, this is the back that I have cut. Now this is the zip area. You can see how shapy it looks like. Okay, everything is done. Now take note, when you are cutting the back, make sure you have this. You see how the shape is here. When you are cutting the back, make sure, because of the 1 inch sewing allowance, you have to take it this way and then down before cutting your 1 inch. Don't just cut it, because most people will cut it and omit this part. So when they sew it, it becomes very difficult. So don't make that mistake. Make sure that after you've cut the zip on this part here, come out by 1 inch and then take it down. So I'm done cutting the back. The back is in two, while the front is cut on fold. Now let's cut the lining. I've placed the line